Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be drawing an eye. First with my right hand, then with my left hand. I'm a righty and I have always drawn with my right hand. I have drawn eyes before and many other drawings. I'd never ever attempted to draw with my left hand. I have attempted to write with my left hand, and yeah, it didn't work out as I expected. But in this video, we are going to see, can the left hand learn from the right hand? Is it possible to transfer skill? Can the left hand do what the right hand can do? Let's dive into it. I am excited and curious at the same time. And if this process is a battle, I need to get armed. So what materials do I need? I will need my paper, of course. I will need some of my pencils. And the first pencil that I will need is the 2H pencil. The 2H pencil is my lightest pencil and its effect can be masked off by the rest of the pencils that I have. So it's good for outlines and for beginning the drawing process. I also needed 3 of my charcoal pencils. That is to include the hard pencil, the soft, as well as the medium. All of these pencils, they vary in terms of the degree of darkness as well as the depth that each pencil can go. Of course, when you're drawing, you need an eraser, and it's one of the most important or critical drawing elements. So I needed an eraser. This soft and super eraser, not so necessary. I also needed the kneadable eraser for highlights and some blending stuff, that is to include the blending stamp, the tissue and the brushes. Also for this process, not so necessary, but I had to include it either ways. For the baseline of the eye, I had to use the 2H pencil, which, like I said before, is the lightest pencil that I have in my collection. And it being the lightest pencil, it means it's easier to erase and it's comfortable to use. The effect of the 2H pencil is done with, and I'm shifting my focus now to the soft charcoal pencil. And with the soft charcoal pencil, I'm going to start with the iris and shade the darkest part of the eye, the inside of the eye. With the center of the eye done with, the pupil dark and black, we move to the iris, and I add some strokes that are radiating towards the center, and things are going quite well. I mean, I'm used to drawing with the right hand and I just can't wait to see how it's going to be with the left hand. At this point, I introduce my blending stamp to blend and to smoothen all the strokes that I've been adding and give the eye its texture. Some of the shade is lost during the blending process and much of that dark color is wiped away. Therefore, there is a need to repeat the strokes one more time or even more than once, and then repeat the process of blending till that smooth finish is established. I intentionally left this part white and bright because it's that part of the eye that is receiving much of the light. And these hairs that I'm putting are a shadow of the eyelashes that I am yet to draw. And these, by no doubt, give that realistic finish. And time to deal with the eyelashes. For this process, I needed a very sharp pencil because each hair strand needs to be displayed and it needs to be visible. I took my time for this process and made sure that the darkest of my pencil, which is the soft pencil, did this operation. So tissue as a blending tool removes that roughness of the skin and gives it a smooth finish. But here our main aim is not the skin, but the eye. I used my 2H charcoal pencil to give a shade to the skin behind the eyebrows so that a whitish surface won't appear that moment when I begin to add the hairs. So you might have wondered, what's the use of this sheet of paper that I've put underneath my hand? Well, when dealing with charcoal, it can get so dirty and you might end up disrupting the whole drawing. So it's just being extra cautious. Even though we're not focusing much on the skin in this drawing, I still had to follow the normal directions of the lines on the skin and give it some shade. hard eraser to give lighting to those areas that are receiving light on the drawing. Job done. It was done as well. We all have been watching, and probably the left hand has been watching too, or observing. And it's time up for the right hand. Let's see how it goes. Now we shift our focus to the left hand, the moment we have all been waiting for. And like last time, we start with the 2H pencil for the outline. And there I am trying to find which position can I hold my pencil. I said maybe I should hold it from the upper side. I was trying by all means to avoid drawing from the left to the right, because if I'm to draw from the left to the right, I won't be seeing what I'll be drawing. Unlike when I'm drawing with the right hand, I start from the left, then I move towards the right. In that way I can see what I'm drawing, and I'm confident, I'm comfortable. But it was different now with the left hand. I couldn't draw a still, smooth, solid line. The lines were breaking. At least these are just outlines, but for a start, I'm beginning to wonder, what am I going to do with dark pencils, dark charcoal pencils? This is just graphite. How about that dark pencil that I can't be able to erase? At least now I'm comfortable. I can erase this and start again. With some rubbing and so much cautiousness, the outline was coming out well. Now shading the darkest part of the drawing. Shading with charcoal, we can say it's permanent because it's really dark. I practice extreme cautiousness here. After a series of strokes and lines, it's time to shade. I'm getting comfortable. It's as if I'm just drawing with my right hand. Trust me, that's not the feeling. But for shading and blending as well as smoothening the left eye, I had to add one more material, and that is the cotton bud. I knew it would be comfortable to use and would give a smooth finish. was putting a good fight, repeating the same processes that the right hand was doing, but at a much lower pace. Again, adding some shade to the skin, even though it's not our main area of interest. Alright, it's now time for the final touches, the highlights, the icing on the cake, the mouth cream to the cone, the sparkle to the eye. Let's bring this piece to life. Says the first time drawing, I drew an eye. Are you left-handed or right-handed? You can tell me in the comment section. And there we go, left and right. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss any of these art